Good morning again, YouTube. Just finished up my video on the unboxing of cards. So, unboxing a few packs of cards like I do every morning. If you guys like that, you can feel free to do your thing. I give away those pack codes, so that could be cool for you. But what we're doing today is going through the rest of the Crown Tundra DLC, and we will be catching Regileki first. Quickly, I will be showing you guys the cool little trick that I have for catching all these legendary Pokemon with just like two Pokeballs, one or two Pokeballs. If you haven't already, go ahead and look through the older videos that I have of the catches of Articuno, Moltres, Zapdos in one or two Pokeballs. Uh, there is a trick for that. I'm not sure that everybody knows that, but I certainly do, and I'm trying to show you guys. Uh, if you guys use my trick in your videos, please give me some credit for it because I mean I have one sub, which is cool, uh, and I appreciate you sub. Um, you'll be getting all those packs, or you do get all your packs, and ask him; he'll let you know. Uh, we need for this. We just need Regice, Regirock, and Registeel in our party. Last night we caught Registeel with one Pokeball and a single throw. Not even having to paralyze him, we just threw and caught Registeel right off the bat. Regice, I believe, was caught in two catches. Regirock caught in two catches. Um, so that's the method for that, or there is a method for that I will be going through pretty shortly. But to open that door, you're going to need Regice, Regirock, and Registeel in your party somewhere. Um, that door opens, and you will then be granted access to these here tiles for the floor tiles rather. And depending on which ones you step on, you will get either Regirock or Regileki. I know that for me, I'm sorry, Reg. It's the dragon type Regilekis or whatever, and it's the electric type of the Regis. So as you can see right here and here, these are the two different symbols that you're going to want to put on the floor panels, depending on which Pokemon you want. So for this one, we're going to do the dragon type, and this should start it. No, it doesn't. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Don't touch that bottom one there. The dragon type should look like this. Oh, and I think that this is the only place that stepping on the panels more than once will actually make them turn a different color. Let's see here. Is that it? No. I might need to go out and look what it is again. Yeah, let me just look at what we had here on the top up there. You'll be able to see three there and two. Okay. So I think it's one, two, two. If this isn't right, then it is the exact opposite of this. So, um, 3, 1, 2. Let's see. Sorry about this. I thought I had that. Regileki is pretty easy to get. I'm not sure where I screwed up on this. I thought that it was just like that. Um, okay, well, I'll probably trim this out. But if you're still watching, thank you for sticking around. Yeah, 3 down and both the wings on the other sides over. Oh, but it's not the end. That's why I screwed. That's how it screwed up. Okay. that it? No. Hmm. Can't quite see where I'm screwing this up. Sorry for the delay on this one. Um, I know that I'm messing something up, but I can't figure out where it is. Uh, oh, I think I just did. Is that it? Of course it's not. One, two. All right. I'm totally stuck here and really confused. This is why I saved this one for the last, because this is such a pain in the butt. I think that I'm missing something because I know when I start, if I started Regileki's uh, picture just looks like that. So that's Regileki, but I don't see how I'm not getting the dragon one out of this. I'm not sure that I'm not sure that it matters the sword or shield version that you get, because you should be able to get either one of these guys from either game. Um, but let me just think again. Uh, so we notice the wings are facing up. You think that'd do it, but it doesn't. At 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Like, it just doesn't make much sense. I've got that exactly the same, I think. Um, So again, sorry about all the time that it took for this one. I might just reset or trim out, but let me just try this. I know that it's probably not fucking right. God damn it. Of course it was. All right. So essentially, this here is the pattern that you want for Regidraco. You'll notice too that this glowing, mysterious aura of purple kind of appears over the room after you punch in the correct code. You're going to save before the battle as usual. And I'll show you real quick the steps for catching this Pokemon in 2 Pokeballs. However, sometimes you might need to reset for these particular legendaries. You shouldn't have to reset for Zacian. Shouldn't have to reset, obviously, for Eternatus, because that's a given catch. But there are a couple other Pokemon that you don't have to reset for. This, however, is not one of them. The Regidraco, you're going to want to heal up your party first before fighting. He can, I believe he can hit all your other totems that you might have kept in your party pretty hard. And you're let me think what else you're going to want to remember for this battle. Just to save, he's got really cool colors. He actually looks really dope. I didn't get him the first time. I got registeel or regileki. We'll see about the 2 Pokeball method for this guy. We should be able to accomplish it pretty easily. We will see. Obviously, the dragon types have high special defenses, so they're pretty strong against most types. The dragon type's definitely a little bit tough. Heavy Slam's going to do a lot of damage to him. But we'll see how many times we can spam this. Hopefully we'll get, a couple good hits actually. If we can keep the battle going this way for the most part, without doing too much crazy damage to him, we want around. The other part to this trick was, I don't know if you saw it, but in the beginning, I throw a Pokeball. I call that a primer ball. You kind of prime the Pokemon, get it ready for the real throws, because the real throws are not there. You might get lucky and catch one of these Pokemon with no damage in a Pokeball first try, like I did, and I streamed. I think it was Articuno. Was caught with just a single Pokeball throw. Very cool catch. Was really super proud of that. This is kind of close to the health that you want him around. A little bit more might be better for the one catch. I'd like to start throwing Pokeballs here just to see what we get, but I'm kind of nervous because I don't think that that's a good level of health for him to be at. I don't know if you can see on your screen. I don't know if you can see on your screen as much as okay. So it looks yellow on the computer that I like, the screen that I'm looking at. But in real life, he's in the red just barely. So I think, what did I do? I healed Boltund. Maybe I'll take out Rillaboom and hope for the best here. Rillaboom only has pretty powerful attacks. I've taken this weak team. Rillaboom right now, I don't know if you can read that either, is 63. Regidrago is 70. So there's definitely a level in, or a difference in power there. Maybe we'll just sacrifice the. That's what we'll do is we'll sacrifice the slowpoke and get a freebie with our Boltund. Or maybe we'll get a freebie with slowpoke too, though. Who knows? And we did. We don't need to do much damage. Probably only another like 10 HP at best. So likely a couple more shots here. Draco's using laser focus, which is helping us get some more moves in before we are going to throw this Pokeball. Hopefully we can get one more. I think if we can get one more, that'll be about the perfect throw. Damn, we can't. So, we'll switch out Boltund. And quickly try a Nuzzle. He might actually be really good right now. And I wanted, there's so much telling me to throw the freaking Pokeball. But then there's another part of me saying, just do 5 more damage. And that looks good right there. I don't know if you can really see clearly what his health is at, but this right here is going to give you your best chances of getting the second throw catch, and we'll see if we've got it. Oh, so close. No, and you'll notice too when I throw the next Pokeball, the so also the reason we didn't catch it, his health is a little bit too high. When I throw the next Pokeball, it will actually it'll wiggle less. I kind of don't want to throw it because I'm wondering to myself, maybe we'll just use another little Nuzzle and bring the chances of the catch up just a little bit more to knock out that roll, knock out that last roll, and hopefully put in a new roll. No, it didn't work. So what we should do right here is restart. What you should do here is restart if you haven't, because you're going to be throwing Pokeballs for likely an hour. I'm just going to throw another 4 because you do want to throw under 10 to see what you get first. If you don't catch him in under 10, you will need to reset unless you plan on spending 2 hours at this, 50 Pokeballs at this. Either way, it's a ridiculous amount of time to spend on one Pokemon. I've done it for Moltres, for not Moltres, for Ho-Oh on Pokemon Gold. So if you're looking for a great way to spend your time, Pokemon Gold might be it. But this one is definitely not where you want to spend most of your time. You just want to restart that after about 5 throws if you haven't caught him, and go through the battle again and again and again. Sometimes you will be able to catch him in just 1 throw, which is pretty cool. Sometimes, or most often, you'll catch him in 2. We're just going to make sure that we have our party healed up for the most part. Again, because for whatever reason, I didn't save after. And we'll save here again, just so we don't have to do that. And our Pokemon party set is decent, but not perfect. What we're going to want to do is put a Pokemon that we know is going to get knocked out first, because we kind of want it to get, I mean, not that we want it to get knocked out, but we definitely don't want our Bolton to get knocked out because we need him for the status. And we can use Slowpoke for the Primer Ball. Have him get knocked out real quick by Regidrago, and then go right into Bolton. Because likely his first attack is going to be Dragon Claw, Not a particularly good sign that he broke right from that first pokeball, like without even wiggling a little bit. But I don't think that it matters too much because even with that, I've still caught others in under 5 throws. So I guess we'll see how fast exactly we can. Dragon energy, huh? Very sick looking attack. We're going to go into registeel, use flash cannon. I think maybe twice. For an ineffective attack, it still did a little bit of damage. For a super effective attack, I don't think that did as much as the last one. Um, but anyway, I think we should be able to get 4 flash cannons in without knocking him out. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use 3 flash cannons, a heavy slam. This is with the level 70 registeel, so uh, the the attack, the defense should all be similar. I'm going to throw it here. I'm going to throw the second one here because I know it's a little high, but we've gotten, I don't want to say lucky, but it has happened before where we will get a catch with this health. But then again, there's another part of me saying, not a good idea. Bring him down just a little bit more, and I think that's what I'm going to do. That looks a little bit better. Kind of looks like where we were. We definitely don't want him at a sliver, though. You don't want him at a sliver. You want him just about at 20 health, maybe a kind of smaller, um, or under. But for the most part, this is where you're going to want to be. We're going to throw. Not even a chance. Incredible. Um, that generally doesn't happen. Usually you get at least one roll. I haven't had to reset this many times either. And usually I don't reset until I get to about 10 throws because 10 throws at that point, that's where that's where that primer ball's effectivity cuts back. So when we throw that ball in the beginning, it kind of it takes off the lowest roll that we can get because you're throwing the weakest. You're taking off the lowest roll from that table, or you're telling the game that you've already hit this roll before. Like the game thinks that you hit this roll. Not a good sign when they break out, but it doesn't really matter too much. Hopefully, he doesn't knock us out, but he does. So you know what? I'm again going to restart because I don't feel like doing that. I almost know that we can do this faster. We're not going to use Bolton in the beginning. We need to switch him out for the Slowpoke. Oh man, am I tired. We've been at this for days now. This is day number 3. So I'm just like Pokemoned out, man. My little girls want to talk about Pokemon all the time, and I did tell my oldest last night. I was like, look, I can't talk about Pokemon right now. Anything but Pokemon, and she's sitting there. Still talking freaking Pokemon to me. So again, throw out our primer. Good sign. One roll is a good sign. One Pokeball movement is a good sign for the primer ball. I think that you could probably throw two at full health, but I don't know that it's going to make a huge difference. What you are going to want to do is make sure that your next attack is a status move. I guess I could have used Yawn. Well, we'll see if we get the opportunity to. Shoot. I thought that it said acid armor. I'm not sure that that makes too much of a difference. And the reason I'm not sure about half of this stuff, sorry for my lack of knowledge on this, but there's no other videos on this trick for catching Pokemon with two Pokeballs. So I'm like the only guy on YouTube right now that is showing you guys how to do this. And that being said, nobody's giving me extra help for this. There's nobody, on my team or what have you. I don't have that many subscribers or friends in general. So nobody helping me get any information for this particular challenge, glitch, whatever you want to call it. Switch back to a registeel. Should have the ability to get him down to a good range for health. The reason you don't want him to be at 1 health is because of moves like false swipe that would essentially bring like I think the developers what do you call it, accounted for the possibility that people might be using something like Fury Cutter, or I'm sorry, False Swipe with a level 100 Pokemon, and they're going to sit here and use False Swipe on Regidraco, and then hope that in two hits or two throws that they'll catch the Pokemon. However, that's one of the things that the developers, like I said, implemented. So if he is at 1 health, he actually has a lower chance of being caught than if he is at 2 health. And again, I'm not sure if being at like 2 health would be better, but and I know we're high here, but we're just going to throw. Darn, that's unfortunate. I guess I'm going to go under 5 this time. Yeah, it should pop right out. Like I said, that primer balls effectiveness will be used, like, will pretty much go to shit after your second throw of the Pokeball. So your first throw should be that high roll. Your second throw should be, or I'm sorry, your first throw should be the low roll. Your second throw should be the high roll, and I just don't think I have it here. I should have used Charge Beam, and I wasn't thinking. I actually thought to myself, "Oh, I don't have any moves that could catch here." So I guess I'll restart here in just a second. See if we get a catch in 4 throws. again, I'm not going to waste a whole bunch of time doing this. Most of the time for this video was wasted just by the time it took me to get this done puzzle. I think I wasted about 20 minutes on just a freaking puzzle. But now you guys know what that looks like. So just like that, make sure this middle piece is out. It might be beneficial to note too that Regidraco's catch rate ultimately is lower than any of the other totems. So he is technically harder to catch than Regirock, Regice, Registeel. Again, the first move that we really want to do is a status move, but I don't know that we're going to get that ability here to do that because he didn't even attack us. as you guys can see, that catch was in 3 Pokeballs, or 4 rather. I think that was 4 altogether, but nonetheless, uh, under 5 is what I'm telling everybody. The chances of you catching them in 2 are higher than catching them in 5, to be honest with you. But still higher than if you don't catch them within the first 5, then you're going to sit there for an hour and throw like 50. What was the other part that I wanted to mention? So, right. Yep. So if you don't catch them in the first 5, you're going to sit there for an hour, throw 50. You're going to need to throw the primer ball first. That is the ultimate trick to catching these guys in like 2. And I say primer, I do not mean premier. That's a name that I've coined at this point for the Pokeball that you throw in the very beginning to, like I said, knock out the lowest roll that you can possibly get, and then you're going to get his health down, and potentially get the highest roll that you can get. Another thing you might have seen me do was in that battle, I had damaged him with Charge Beam before throwing another Pokeball. That's because your roll for your last roll is now what's technically saved. So you don't theoretically roll it again, or you don't get the same roll twice. That's kind of what Pokemon does. They try to not give you the same roll twice. Um, the tables are different. I'm not sure what any of these roll tables look like per se, so I wouldn't be able to give you any data on that. But I'm just a guy that's giving you the glitch and showing you, hey, look, I exploited it a little bit. So that first throw is what's going to get saved per se, in like a RAM or random access memory type of thing. If you guys care about the actual uh, like how this is actually working through the code, then that's kind of what I'm trying to tell you. But if you don't, then hey, just throw the Pokeball first. Uh, Weaken him, use those status moves first, weaken him, and you want his health about 10. And once he's there, you can throw other Pokeballs. Once any of your legendaries are there, you can throw other Pokeballs and just. It should be about 2 catches for most of them. Sometimes you'll get them in the primer ball catch. You might even catch your Pokemon in the primer ball, but that's unlikely. Your throws should be, if you happen to find yourself throwing more Pokeballs than 5, then you're just going to reset, because there's no point in A, wasting that much money on your Pokeballs, B, wasting that much time throwing another 8 times that or 6 times that, when you could simply reset and have the chances of catching him in 2 pieces with much less time. Like I said, this whole catch was about an hour, and I uh, fooled around in the beginning, um, as far as uh, that puzzle goes. So I could have definitely cut 15 minutes off of that time right there just by knowing that this is the way that the puzzle goes. You're going to need to talk to Peony again. He's going to check off the mission once you tell him that you found all of the legendary giants. I think he gives you the Gold Explorer's uniform, all kinds of cool little knickknacks here and there. And from there, Sonia will appear in the. Where is that place called? That's right before the Giant's Bed, right outside of town. She's essentially going to notice some strange-looking tracks on the ground. All right, check that off. Also, Penny leaves a little note around here, and the neat thing is that if you go into the Dynamax dungeon and you face Zerktree, you should be able to again complete another part of this. So basically, Peony here is saying, is laughing because you have just done what his daughter would not for him. So to say thank you, he gives you his rare league card. He feels like he's missing something, but guess what? That missing thing is right there. Peony, she says, Dad. And she says, my darling Nia, this place, this place isn't bad. Hey, May, fancy meeting you in the Max Lair for once. Or fancy meeting you outside the Max Lair for once. And you can see Peony really doesn't. He's just anxious to finally see his daughter, and he has got an adventure right ready for her. She's like, what? She does not want the Golden Explorer's uniform because while she loves her dad, she is just a rebellious soul. So Peonia gives the Gold Explorer's uniform to you and runs back out on her own adventure to find more Dynamax Pokemon. Peony offers to let you use his base camp for a while, and he goes back to the Max Lair with Peonia because now he realizes that he needs to keep up with her. The end. So technically, we have just completed all the DLC for the Crown Tundra. Technically, however, we get another legendary clue. This legendary clue tells us that if we go to the Max Dungeon and find a Zerk tree, catch him, talk to Peony. I can't remember what he gives you, but he'll check that mission off. And you'll find out that the scientist was actually the one who left that note there. Sonia should be over around here somewhere. Unless we need to... we might actually need to do the Isle of Armor first. That is neat. Cool. So, without further ado, that part is now complete. I have just finally freaking completed the Crown Tundra DLC. Thank God. I'm so ready to be out of this snowy wasteland. It's been fun. I caught all the legendary Pokemon here with a Pokeball. We'll just go into our little Pokebox here and see. We'll check the summary there. The only thing that we did not catch with Pokeball was our Galarian Slowpoke that we caught with a Master Ball, and I did that kind of for comedic reasons. I feel like who needs to use a Master Ball and a Slowpoke? But it was a very annoying Slowpoke, so I did that. Regice, Pokeball, Regirock, Pokeball, Steel, Rillaboom, Bolton, Pokeballs. This is my party. Now we're just going to look in our computer. Check these guys. And as you can see here, again, all caught with the normal red and white Pokeball. Yeah. And I think that this is probably a good place to end this video. I'll just put in the description that this is just for Regidraco. Maybe I'll do Regidraco and Regileki because I did show you how to punch in the right codes for either one of them, even though it took me quite some time to punch in code for Regidraco. Sorry about that. I'll try to trim it up. But now we are off to the Isle of Armor. And again, I will be starting a new feed for that. If I helped you guys out at all, taught you anything in watching this 45-minute video on how to catch one fucking Pokemon, then thanks. Please send me a like and a sub. I appreciate it.